Hey guys, how's it going? So I hadn't made a video in a while and I thought I'd make one. It's 3 in the morning here in Chicago and I just could not sleep. A lot of stuff's been going through my mind lately, so I thought might as well just share it with you. I recently fell in love for the very first time in my life. Like, legit, at least I think it was. Like, heart racing, can't think about anything else, just feeling like you're in heaven next to this person, love. And it didn't turn out the way I wanted it to, and I ended up getting my heart broken, which I'd never experienced a broken heart before, and it sucks more. For any of you who have been there and who have fallen for someone like you never have before, and they just completely just rip out your heart, and like it literally felt like someone had torn my heart out and just held it up in front of me and squeezed it. It hurt so much. I'll go into a little backstory. I'm not going to say any names because I still respect this guy. So I started a new job about 4 months ago. It was at the beginning of the summer. It was in June at a restaurant, and it was going good. And this new guy started as well at the same time, and I was immediately attracted to him. He wasn't even really, usually the type I go for, but he's just so enthralling and very charming and funny. Funny's big with me, and just did so much to just really turn me on to him. And we ended up being really, really great friends, and we hung out all the time and just told each other everything. And I just fell more and more in love with him. The only problem was he had said to me right up front, not knowing that I liked him, but just to say it, that he was not looking for a relationship. He told me the type of guys he goes for, and it wasn't me. And so I kept it to myself because I didn't want to ruin our friendship, because I thought, I thought he would respect me for doing that. And after a while, just holding this love, and it got stronger and stronger the more I was with him. And finally I decided, I was like, look, I've got to tell him. I know he's not going to feel the same way, but I just have to tell him to get it off my chest. And oddly, a small part of me thought maybe he still felt the same way. And the thing was, I still respected him so much as a friend that I was willing to move on past being in love with him, if that's what it took to still have him in my life. And then here's where the problem started. One night we got really, really drunk together. You probably know where this is going. And things happened. And the next day, he acted like he didn't remember anything, like he was too drunk to remember. And so I was mad because I was so excited something had finally happened, but then he didn't remember. And one thing led to another. And when I finally got up the courage to tell him, he had started ignoring me for like about a week and a half, which was not like him. And I just randomly got a text from him, and he said he didn't want to be friends anymore, and that he'd never wanted to see me again, because it turns out he did remember what had happened that night, and he said he did not want that from our friendship. And I kept begging him. I was like, look, it was a mistake, and it won't happen again. Don't let this affect what you and I have. And then he blurted out that he knew I was in love with him, and the way he had found out was, turns out there was someone I really trusted, and still do, that I work with, that I had told. She didn't tell anybody, but apparently this very manipulative, evil little person that works with us had overheard me talking about how I felt, but didn't hear the whole story, so proceeded to tell the guy that I was in love with how I felt, but filled in the bits that he missed out on with his own rendition, so made up this whole rumor that I was already telling everybody that we were in love, that we were dating. So of course the guy I'm in love with was naturally freaked out and just threw me aside. And and my world just fell apart. I didn't know what to do. And, you know, I went through the crying period where it was like a week straight of just listening to sappy songs, watching romantic movies that end badly, just crying my eyes out. I had never been hurt like this before. And then the anger and the rage came, and I finally, you know, then the hatred came through, and I'm so glad I'm over that now, because I hate hating. I don't like to feel hate. And I've recently come in contact with this guy, and we've started sort of talking again. I don't know how he feels, and I know I'm crazy to give him a second chance, but I want to try and reconnect our friendship. I don't even know if he does, but I want to try and see if that possibility still exists. But the point I'm trying to make here is really that for anyone who's gone through what I've gone through, the broken heart, the falling for someone, honestly, keeping secrets and telling other people before them is just, and getting drunk around them and letting things happen is not the way to go. If you feel something strong for somebody, I say the one thing, the most honest and sincere and most respectful thing. Respect is so frickin' important, people. The most respectful thing you can do is tell them. Tell them how you feel. If you're in love with someone, tell them. And if they don't, if they don't love you back, it sucks. But the only thing you can do then is give yourself a good cry and move on. And for people, for the other person, for the person who your friend tells you that they're in love with you and you don't feel the same way, little tip, don't break up your friendship over a text message while that person is at work, no less. And don't believe what some midget little evil person tells you before your friend. Have the dignity and the respect and the courage to see that person face to face and say, look, stuff happened between us, we have to deal with it. Throwing someone away because you don't want to deal with drama is not solving a problem. It's running away from it, and it's cowardly, and it's ugly. And it doesn't make you a better person by just trying to ignore someone who has feelings for you. I loathe people who treat other people like they're the scum of the earth just because they fell in love with them. If you don't love another person who is in love with you, if you're not attracted to that person, fine. No one's telling you have to be. But don't treat them any less of a person. Don't make them feel like they did something wrong. Because loving someone is never wrong. Especially when it's your friend. All you have to do is say, I love you as a friend, but that's all it's going to be. And if you need time to get over me, I understand, and I will do what I can to trying to show you that you belong with someone else. Don't throw them away. So that's my little rant. I don't understand why some people can just be so senseless and heartless and treat a drunken night together as grounds for terminating a friendship and using a text message to do it. I know this is the world we live in, full of technology and instant messaging, but I really do miss the days where if you needed to talk to someone, you saw them face to face and you talked out your problems. And I really can't stand it when people consider talking out your problems and dealing with an issue drama. Trying to get over an issue and trying to fix a problem is not drama. It's being a civilized human being. That's all I really have to say right now. I may upload another video later in the night because I got a lot of stuff to say, but right now I've said my piece, and please subscribe to my channel. I know I haven't uploaded any videos in a while, and I know I don't have any right now. I know I'm a newbie vlogger, but subscribe to my channel. Comment if you like what I had to say. You know, respond back. I like to make YouTube friends. I haven't made any YouTube friends in a while, and I want to make more, so I hope you all have a great night.